The night shift at site was usually quiet. Too quiet. Dr. Harris checked the security monitor again. The concrete hallway outside containment chamber 106 was empty. Just like always, dim red lights flickered along the walls. Inside the chamber was something no one wanted to see. SCP-106. The researchers called it the Old Man. Not because it was actually old, but because it looked like something that had been rotting for centuries. Its body was thin, almost skeletal. Its skin looked like black, decaying tar. Wherever it moved, the metal floor slowly corroded, as if the creature itself carried decay. Dr. Harris sighed and leaned back in his chair. Another boring night, he muttered. Then the alarm rang. Beep, beep, beep! Containment breach! His heart stopped for a second. On the monitor, the camera inside SCP-106's chamber showed nothing. The creature was gone. Security 2, Sector D. Immediately, a voice shouted over the intercom. Guards rushed down the hallway, rifles ready. But something was wrong. The metal walls were melting. Dark, wet corrosion spread across the ceiling like a disease. One guard stopped. Do you smell that? The other guard nodded slowly. Rotting flesh. Then the lights flickered. For 1 second, the hallway went dark. When the lights came back on, one of the guards was gone. No scream, no sound, just gone. Dr. Harris watched the monitor in horror. How? How does it move that fast? Another researcher whispered the answer. It doesn't move through the facility. It moves through its pocket dimension. Everyone in the room went silent. SCP-106 didn't follow normal physics. It could sink into walls, floors, even shadows, and traveled through a nightmare world that only it controlled. And when it came back, it brought victims with it. Camera 12 suddenly turned on by itself. The screen showed a dark corridor that didn't exist in sight. The walls looked organic, wet, breathing. And there, in the distance, the missing guard was running. Helper, please. His flashlight shook violently. Behind him, slow footsteps echoed. Step, step, step! The guard turned the camera around, and everyone in the control room froze. SCP-106 was walking behind him. Slowly. It didn't run. It didn't rush. It just followed because it knew something the guard didn't. There was no escape. The guard reached a dead end. The wall in front of him was made of rusted metal and bone. Please, someone get me out. Then a long, black hand appeared from the darkness behind him. SCP-106 grabbed his shoulder. The guard screamed. The camera fell to the ground. For a moment, the screen showed only darkness. Then, the old man leaned toward the camera. Its hollow eyes stared directly into the lens, and its mouth slowly opened into something that almost looked like a smile. The screen went black. Back in the control room, nobody spoke. They knew what came next. Protocol 106-7. The containment procedure no one wanted to activate. Dr. Harris pressed the red button. Prepare. 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 Wait. A young Class D prisoner was dragged into a steel chamber, confused, terrified. What's going on? Why am I here? No one answered. The door closed. Inside the room, the floor began to corrode. Dark liquid spread across the concrete. A hole opened in reality itself. An SCP-106 slowly crawled out. The creature looked at the screaming prisoner, then grabbed him and sank back into the floor. Gone. Moments later, the sensors detected something impossible. SCP-106 had returned to its containment chamber, like nothing had happened. The alarm stopped. Silence filled the facility again. Dr. Harris wiped sweat from his face. One day, he whispered, "That thing won't come back." The researcher beside him nodded slowly. And when that day comes, they both looked toward the dark hallway on the monitor. We won't survive it.